So the big question is this: how do you lose all the weight that you want and actually keep it off for the rest of your life, while trying to make sense of all the noise that comes from the weight loss industry? That is the question. And this podcast will give you the answers.
G'day guys, and welcome to the next episode of the Weight Loss Secrets podcast. My name's Baron Grant and I'm excited to have you with me again today to be able to talk about some tips and tricks and ideas that are going to be able to help you to change the way you think about weight loss and the way you act with it so that you can lose all the weight you want and keep it off for the rest of your life. And as always, today's podcast is brought to you by Ditching the Diet, where you can get everything that you need to be able to lose weight and keep it off and make really long-term changes to your food and exercise. We're not talking short-term stuff. We're talking about making habitual changes so you can keep all the weight off, because there's no point losing it and putting it back on, is there? So just head to ditchingthediet.com. You can get hold of my book. You can book a call with me. You can have a chat. We can jump in and I can help you on that journey. We can do it together as well. So that's the kickoff, and that's the sponsor of this today's podcast episode. So what I wanted to talk about today was a topic that I really like, and that is dementors. Now, for those that haven't seen the Harry Potter series, in Harry Potter there's this creature, if you like, called the Dementor, or a Dementor. And a Dementor comes and they suck the soul or the goodness and the positivity and everything out of your body. And there's actually a scene on Harry Potter where it's on a train and Harry's sitting there and the Dementor comes up and the door opens and he starts sucking all the goodness out of Harry Potter. So what's interesting about that, I think that can be really applied to our life on so many levels, but today I want to talk about it from a weight loss perspective, because what I want you to think about is, who are your weight loss dementors? Now, for me, it's all about getting healthy and staying healthy for the rest of your life, but you've got to lose some weight to get there if you're overweight, right? So that's what we're going to focus on right now. But sometimes there's dementors that are all around us, and you'll have them all around you. You know, there's people that just suck the positivity out of your life. They could be family members, they could be friends, they could be acquaintances, they could be people that you don't even know. But when we talk about weight loss dementors, it's really focused on those people who are trying to sabotage your efforts to be able to lose weight. Now, there can be heaps of reasons for why they do this, and we're not going to go through every single reason, but a lot of those reasons are more about themselves than what they are about you at all. When I work with people to help them make long-term change, we get them to enlist a few friends, so a few people that are going to be, I guess, like their tribe or their people. They're people that are going to help them on their journey and hold them accountable. I think I mentioned that on a previous episode. And when they do this, I really encourage them to find people that are going to hold them accountable. They're not just going to say, it's okay, you can eat whatever you want or anything like that. So you've got to be picky in the people that you actually go ahead and choose who are going to support you on your journey. Because people just peeing in your pocket and saying, oh, it's okay, you can eat whatever you want, take yourself easy, it's not going to help you to achieve. Pressure makes diamonds. You've got to be under a little bit of pressure to make change, otherwise you won't do anything. So there was this one lady that my wife actually coached, and this lady, enlisted her 3 people or whatever, 3 or 5 people that she got on the program, and told them what she was doing, what she was going to achieve, and why she was doing it, because that's an important part of the process, declaring what you're doing to somebody. And then what was really interesting is one of these ladies became one of her dementors. So instead of just being super supportive, she ended up saying to her, oh, no, it's okay. You can eat nuts. It's totally fine. You can eat loads of them. It's totally fine. They're super healthy. And this lady was like, no, this is the plan that I'm doing, and I trust these guys, and I'm going to go down this path. And then it wasn't just that, it was like coffee. No, you're fine, you can have coffee, it's totally cool, coffee's this and coffee's that. And it was really interesting. She said almost everything she would say would go against what we were teaching her to do to be able to lose weight. She got to a point, she said, hang on, I'm going to ask my coach what I should do with that. But what was interesting, this lady made her feel like, I don't know what to do next, made her feel unsure and not as positive about the process that she was on. And that became a challenge for her because she trusted this lady. And so, we would talk about dementors on the program. And so she decided that lady was a bit of a dementor for her, that she was trying to pull her away and take the positivity that she had out of this process that she was trying to do. Because you're going to make a decision, whether it's with me or with anybody else, when you make a decision that I'm going to be healthy, don't think that everyone's going to be high-fiving you all along that journey. Everyone's got their own lives that they're sort of living through and their own glasses and, optics that they're living through, and they'll look at what you're doing a variety of different ways. Some people will be supportive and see it as a great thing, and other people won't. And it could be because of the way they view themselves as opposed to the way they view you even. Maybe they're overweight and struggling with their weight, and you losing weight makes them feel not very comfortable about where they're at even more. I have one lady that I've just recently been working with, and she said to me, one lady stopped talking to her because she doesn't have a lot of weight to lose. And so, she only had 5 or 6 kilos to lose, but she was committed to losing it. And her friend is heavily overweight. And she said, she dead set will not talk to me anymore because she feels that it's not appropriate that I'm losing weight. It's kind of bizarre, but this is what happens. So you might be really upbeat and positive about your journey that you're going to go on to lose weight and get healthy. But what I don't want you to expect is that all these people around you will pick you up and carry you on that journey, as friends should, by the way. But you might find people that are going to suck that positivity and that life and that excitement out of your body because they'll tell you what you're doing is wrong, or they'll tell you what you're doing is not the best way. You got to do it this way, or you got to do it that way, or whatever it is. Whatever process that you've jumped in on, go full tilt at it. Because if you don't, you can never actually know if it works unless you put the full effort into it. I literally just got a text message from my son 5 minutes ago before I jumped on this little video, and he's out playing cricket at the moment. So he's in playing with the seniors, so he's pretty excited to be playing with the adults because he's 14. And he's just said to me, Dad, I just went out for 24, quick fire 24, and I got caught on the boundary because I didn't hit it properly. I just sort of half-hearted went at this shot when I should have just whacked it, and he ended up getting caught and he's out on the boundary. And I think sometimes with weight loss programs, we half-heartedly do it, and then the dementors come and then they throw us completely off track because they say, hey, don't do it that way. That's not going to work. That's never worked. Well, why can't you drink alcohol? The alcohol dementors are the next level dementors because you might be out and they're like, it's okay, just have one drink. It's fine. Alcohol doesn't make you gain weight. And they tell you all these stories and they make you start believing that the process you're on is not the right one. So be really, really careful with those dementors who all have, plenty to say about what you're doing. You've got to get your head in that right place and go, this is where I'm going, no matter what. And when the dementors come to suck the positivity out of me and help me believe that I'm not going to be able to achieve it, I'm going to kick them to the curb and not worry about them. I think I've told the story before about the crabs in the bucket. When crabs are in a bucket, one will try and get out and the other one will try and drag it back down and go, bro, you can't go out of here. You got to stay here with us. And people who are not living healthy will be some of the first people to tell you that you don't need to lose weight, or that you shouldn't do it, or that you should do it that way, or you should do it this way, or whatever. So be aware of those I should say mentor, didn't mean to say mentors, those dementors, those guys who are really trying to hold you back. And remember, it's less a reflection on you and what you're doing and the big, important, positive change you're trying to make in your life. And it's more on them. So be committed, be focused, and stay the course, even though these guys are going to come and try and suck the soul out of your body. And remember, some of these guys will be your closest friends and your closest family members. And I'm not saying you cut them out of your life, but just be careful on who you listen to. So who are your dementors? Identify them, shift them to the side just a little bit while you focus and really hammer down this highway on your journey to getting healthy, making long-term changes to get to where you want to be. I've got every confidence that if you stay the path, stay the course, you'll get there. But make sure you surround yourself with those right positive people. You got this. We'll chat tomorrow.